number of years ago, I was facilitating a board of directors meeting, and during a break, I was talking to one of the board members. We were standing at one end of the room, and all the way on the other end of the room, all of a sudden, I heard out of the corner of my eyes. What does that mean? I heard out of the corner of my eyes. I heard the words Pine Valley. Immediately, my ears perked up, and I looked over, and I walked over to those gentlemen, and I said, "Did I just hear the words Pine Valley?" And one of the guys said, "Yeah." And I said, "Are you a member of Pine Valley Country Club in Clementon, New Jersey?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And I said to him, "If there is ever an opening to play with you at Pine Valley, call me. I will make every effort to be there." The reason why Pine Valley perked my ears was because Pine Valley Country Club is the number one country club in the United States. Number one golf course in the United States. It rates right up there with Augusta National. Those of you that are golfers, you know what I'm talking about. And for years, I had been trying to get on to Pine Valley to play because I heard of what a great golf course it was. So in my head, I was always going to be looking for that opportunity to play Pine Valley. Now this is a really important marketing lesson for all of us for two reasons. One is for us, and one is how we communicate with our marketplace. The first thing is, and I have to share with you two words or two phrases, okay, and explain what those mean. Is that number one is that our minds are teleological, and there's the word right there, teleological. And what that means is that the way we think, the way our minds are geared, is to move in the direction of our current dominant thought. And that's why goal setting is so powerful for us. If we are really dialed into a goal, that it's really important to us, and we have the ways and means to achieve that goal, then we will often go get that goal. Now the second thing to remember is Reticular Activating Center. The Reticular Activating Center is somewhere in your brain. Okay, it's somewhere inside your brain that you have come up with some type of an idea. Like, for example, that I really wanted to play Pine Valley, and so for years, in the back of my mind, my brain is somewhere back there thinking of Pine Valley. Or maybe even a better way of saying it is that in the back of my mind, it is searching, it is waiting for the opportunity for me to play Pine Valley. And so my Reticular Activating Center is got its radar up all the time. Even if I don't know it, it's got its radar up. And so when the words Pine Valley popped up across the room, while there was much conversation going on in the room, I heard those two words. It's sort of like they say that, a mother always hears her baby crying, even if she's in the middle of a loud party. Or we hear our name from across the room, even if we're at a conference or a meeting or something like that is really noisy, but we'll hear our name from way across the room. That is our Reticular Activating Center, paying attention to the things that are most important to us. In other words, the Reticular Activating Center is doing the job of being teleological for us. And so this is really important in marketing. Think about it this way. You might have often heard, I say it a lot, is that one of the best things you can do is to understand what is the number one pain of your marketplace, of your moose. Is it something that's keeping them awake at night? If it is, then their teleological brain is looking for an answer, and it's on their mind. And if you are able to say something to them, even if it's from across the room, you say something that triggers in the Reticular Activating Center, that triggers that, they're going to perk up and they're going to pay attention. So when we are marketing to people, and Eugene Schwartz called it joining the conversation in the prospect's mind. Joining the conversation is already going on in the prospect's mind. Is that if you can figure out what is already going on in their mind, and if it's something that you can help them with, then when you say something as simple as do you have this problem? Well, the people who have that problem are going to see that message, regardless of where it is. They're going to open that email. They're going to open that direct mail piece. They're going to click on the link that's in a banner. If the words, the message are what their reticular activating center is paying attention to. This happens all the time. I've often talked about when I wanted to buy my first Jeep. I decided I wanted to buy a green Jeep Grand Cherokee. And once I made that decision, I could not believe how many green Jeep Grand Cherokees were on the road. This is one of the most important secrets, shall we say, of marketing, that when you are putting together a message to send to people, you want to join the conversation that's going on in their mind so that their reticular activating center will perk up, see it, and want to respond to you. This is a great way to start the new year, because also, if you put together resolutions or whatever, but you're also put together goals that are meaningful, that you have the ability to accomplish, you are also now putting that in your mind, in your own mind, so because your teleological brain will start to look for ways to find those answers. So it's two ways to look at it. All right. This is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad and marketing gunslinger. I hope you liked that tip this week. I'll be back again next week with another uncopyable business message. And until then, always remember, be uncopyable. See ya.